What's up, ladies and gents? This is KC Kid coming at you with another Destiny video. Today we're on the precipice of change. Today is the last day, the last few hours of year one of Destiny. Starting tomorrow, it's all different. It is all different. So we're going to just talk about some of the changes that you can look forward to tomorrow in case you haven't checked them out on Bungie's website or if you just need a refresher. If you enjoyed this video, go ahead and smack that like button and subscribe to the channel. Now first off, for those of you Crucible players, or really anybody that's playing Destiny, you get a little bit of a sneak preview of Rift and Mayhem gameplay for the entire week. Whether you pre-ordered Taken King, whether you ordered Taken King, or neither. It doesn't matter. Next week, from tomorrow through the 14th, you get to play Rift and Mayhem in Crucible. If you recall or have seen, Rift is the new gameplay where you need to capture the ball and take it all the way back to the opponent's goal and dunk it in, and that's a lot of fun. And Mayhem is the insane craziness where your supers and abilities recharge extremely fast. It is basically a killing frenzy. If you're attached to your KD ratio, you're gonna die a whole lot. So just be wary of that. But it's a lot of fun. The new supers and subclasses are not out yet, but you can still go ahead and do Rift and Mayhem in the Crucible. So a lot of fun. Go ahead and get down. As far as some of the other changes we're gonna see, tomorrow the level cap for all characters is going to be 34, and it is not going to be dependent on your light. You're going to hard level up to 34 with experience only. Light and character level are going to be separate, and you can also make sure that your character level is grandfathered in by making sure that you keep all of your gear right now, at least until tomorrow. Because Bungie's going to aggregate all of your gear, choose the best loadout for you, and whatever your light level is with all of that gear is going to be your new level, and then they're going to change all the gear. So tomorrow, you're going to go ahead and fire up Destiny, and your weapons aren't going to be 365 anymore. They're going to be whatever the equivalent of 365 power is in the Taken King. They're still going to be just as powerful, they're just not going to have the same attack and defense rating on your weapons and armor. So just something else to keep in mind. Basically, Bungie's implementing a quest system starting tomorrow, and you're going to be able to track all of these activities, and the Year 1 activities are going to be turned into this quest system, to go along with the 16 new bounty slots. Now, if you haven't completed any of your Year 1 bounties right now on your character, they're going to be abandoned tomorrow. So if you don't finish up a bounty today, you're not going to have it tomorrow, and they're saying that's in preparation for the Taken King. Eris isn't going to be having her Year 1 bounties anymore, but they're saying you can go ahead and get the Crota's Bane reputation by specific quests in the Taken King. The tower is also going to start having its collections tomorrow, so if you need space in your inventory, you're starting to get it, because you're not going to need to carry around your shaders or emblems, or ships even, because they're all going to be in collections. Evil Avante is going to have the emblems and shaders, and the ships are going to be over by Amanda Holiday. We also get to start with our exotic armor and weapon blueprints. So I believe that's going to be back in the Vanguard Hall. And I'm kind of looking forward to that because you can basically dismantle an exotic at any time if you want to, and then go back and buy it for whatever the currency is that you need to go ahead and purchase those things for. But what I'm really excited for is going back and checking out, are they going to start showing off what the Year 2 exotics are? Because we all know that, for instance, the Year 2 Suros had some different perks on it, and perks that you could go ahead and choose from. So I'm really curious to see what we can find out about Year 2 exotic weapons and Year 2 exotic armor. That's going to be a lot of fun, assuming that it's unlocked. I imagine that any of the gear that you already have is going to be unlocked and you can probably view it, but if you don't have something, for instance, if it is a Taken King specific exotic, probably not going to show up. That's just my guess. Gone are the class-specific armor materials, so no more plasteel plating, sapphire wire, hadronic essences. There's going to be one generic armor class item. And the Vanguard Quartermaster is going to exchange your old items for this new one. But apparently that is not going to start until the Taken King, so September 15th. Though just remember that you're not going to need all the different class items anymore. We also have all of the new weapon changes, and as you've probably seen in this video, I'm running around with an auto rifle, and that's just because I haven't used an auto rifle in ages. So just running around with it because I'm excited to see how the new auto rifle buff works. And if you forget about all the different exotic item changes that are happening, we did a little preview video of that a while ago, so I'm going to go ahead and link that here if you want to check that out, just to refresh your memory. But there's going to be a lot of different things that are happening whenever these new weapon buffs and nerfs come out tomorrow. Also, there are no more wolf patrols going to happen on the world. There might be specific orcs patrols that are happening, but nothing else for the wolves, so just something to keep in mind. If for some reason you haven't done all the different wolves and got them for your grimoire, because some of them were out on the open and you could go ahead and pick them up and get a grimoire card, go ahead and do that. Even if you don't have a bounty for it, go ahead and find all those wolves, kill them, and get the card for it, because you're not going to be able to get it at a later date. Now, Bungie gave us some specific instructions to prepare for Year 2 and finish up Year 1. They basically said complete your Year 1 bounties, and we already know that. We talked about that. Don't delete your characters or dismantle items just yet. Again, don't delete anything because Bungie is going to take a look at all your gear, all your weapons, everything, in order to figure out what your level is. So if you go ahead and start deleting everything, they might not be able to get you to the place where you want to be. You might not get to 34 whenever you really want to be 34. Now, again, if you want to start at 0 for the Taken King, go ahead and delete everything. Though apparently, remember, the Taken King content is level 25, so you're going to need to be 25 or use that specific item that boosts you up to 25 in the Taken King. Also, you can go ahead and jump into Crucible, as we mentioned, and that's going to be really cool. They said to try the Year 1 campaign again, and that's kind of why I was doing this final story mission. I really think you're going to need the Stranger's Rifle for something. And I was wondering if I redid this story mission, if I could go ahead and get another Stranger's Rifle, because I deleted mine. I didn't get it. But I do think you're going to need it, and I think maybe tomorrow I'm going to go ahead and try it again, see if maybe they implemented a way for you to re-get the item. I think Stranger's Rifle is going to be something similar to Husk of the Pit. I think it's going to turn into an exotic. At least that's my guess, and that's the guess of my clan too. That's what we're thinking, and that's going to be a lot of fun. I really like that, even though the Necrochasm turned into doo-doo butts. Hopefully Stranger's Rifle is better. Starting tomorrow, your Vanguard and Crucible marks are going to be gone. You can only get legendary marks anymore. Now, your old Vanguard and Crucible marks are going to be put into faction packages, but they say that's not coming until the 15th. But the nice thing is, you can go ahead and start earning legendary marks tomorrow in any activities that you would previously get Vanguard or Crucible marks. So that's a really good thing. Go ahead and stock up on those legendary marks because those seem to be a really important currency in the Taken King. They say that the Elder Cipher is no longer going to drop on Skolos, but you can get those weapons out of the Prison of Elders chests at the end. So something good to keep in mind. I don't know if it's on all levels, meaning 28 too, but you can still go ahead and get those, so that's nice. Also, make sure you have a lot of space, 18 to 20 gigabytes depending on your platform, in order to download 2.0. Anyway, guys and gals, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, smack that like button. Subscribe to the channel to keep updated on daily Destiny content. Check out these awesome videos. Good luck with your raids, your drops, the Taken King, and I'll see you around in Destiny 2.0.